Well, here we are again. It's been a while since I've done my movement here from my power walk to our place, our private place in the contemplative forest where I share wisdom and my work about things that would be of interest to you. And today I'm going to be talking about one of the 4 factors that I found that are necessary for longevity, for good longevity, besides eating well and meditating and food. This is what I found from centenarians that I studied all over the world, people who are over 100. And one of the factors that I'll be talking today about is the perception of time. Time cannot be changed. It's only how you perceive time that affects your biology and your longevity. And centenarians have across the world have a way of looking at the world and looking specifically at time, in that they see that they have all the time in the world. They're never rushed. They also have a high level of novelty, curiosity. And let me tell you how this applies. In studies in longevity and especially with gerontology, they look at how as you grow older, time seems to be going faster. And the interpretation in a very reductionistic way is made that, well, as you grow older, so your brain begins to function, you have less capacities, always on the negative. But it's not that at all. Centenarians never feel that their life is passing too quickly. And the reason is curiosity. If you have curiosity, your brain will pay much attention to that curiosity. If you don't, it doesn't, so it makes time feel like it's flying. And what they call the first 30, in your first 30 years, you have your first experiences of everything, your first marriage, your first broken heart, divorces, the children, whatever. And these are novelty conditions that your brain pays attention to. But around 30, 35, 40, you stop that curiosity. Not a lot of things are happening. So you begin to look at life as a repetition of things. And that makes time feel like it's going faster. But what's interesting is that when you're doing something that you like, we all know that it seems like it's going faster. But when you have to talk about what you did, you report it as if it took longer than it actually did. And conversely, if you're doing something very boring, like standing in line to get stamps or something like that, the time looks like it's just crawling, like it's taking forever. But when you're asked how long it took, you report that it took less than it was supposed to. And the reason for that is the curiosity. When you're doing something, it's moving fast because you're curious. But then when you have to think about it, it feels like it took a longer time. And we project our past into the future, and then the future looks like it's going to be there forever. So anytime you feel that things are going too fast, you don't have enough curiosity. You have to create new things. Centenarians are very, very curious, and that's very good for dopamine. It's a neurotransmitter that keeps you healthy and young and excited about life. So remember, the first factor in centenarian consciousness is time. You have all the time in the world. And what happens with that time is that you have to make it curious for yourself. What you do as time is what makes your biology respond, not the passing of time. So enjoy and get more creativity and curiosity in your life, and you're going to see how you're going to have all the time in the world. And when you're rushing, use the mantra that Don Quixote would say to Sancho Panza when Sancho Panza was trying to help him put on his armor. He would say, "Sancho, dress me slowly, I'm in a hurry." So that's what you do. And you'll also be bringing down your cortisol levels and blood pressure and things that are keeping you in what I call the urgent present. So time is extremely important in longevity. Change and grow.